Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how to draft a Rever collar. So for this tutorial you're going to need a close fitting bodice block, so I'll link my tutorial for this down below. So to get started you're going to need to trace out your bodice pattern, and we're going to move the current dart into the underarm. Again, I have a video on this, so I will link that below. So once you've traced out your bodice, you're going to want to draw in a button stand. So I went with a 2 cm wide and 12 cm long. So this all depends again on your design. The top of the button stand is actually going to be your breaking point. So this is where the Rever is going to fold over on the finished garment. So mark in your buttonholes. Again, it all depends on your design. I just went with 3 buttons. So now we need to make a dart in the neckline. So from the dart point on the bodice, you're going to draw a straight line up to the neckline, and then you're going to measure out by 0.6 centimeters and mark this point. So go back to your underarm dart, and then you're going to cut up the dart line to the bust point. And now go back to the neckline dart, and you're going to fold this over to meet that point that you've marked in at 0.6 centimeters, and then hold it in place with some tape. So at this point you're going to notice that the dart in the underarm has widened, and this just simply means that you've moved the dart that we created in the neckline into the underarm dart. So now we need to draw in the Rever line. So simply draw a straight line from the top of your neckline to the break point on your button stand. So now we're going to create a Rever shape. So I measured 10 centimeters from the fold line to give myself a guide on how big I want the Rever to be. So at this point you could create your own design of a shape for your Rever, but I'm just going to keep it simple. So I simply just drew in the shape with a curved ruler. So once you've it drawn in, go ahead and fold over your sheet along the fold line that we drew in, and then you're going to trace out the Rever using a tracing wheel. So once you unfold the sheet and draw in the traced Rever, you'll have a new completely different shape for your bodice. So next we need to draw in the facing. I simply went in with 5 centimeters and I measured this from the fold line all the way along down to the center front line. Then I drew it in with my ruler and I curved the line around the dart point. So now I'm going to trace out the bodice pattern onto a fresh sheet of paper, just so that I can get rid of that fold line and to close that gap that we opened in the dart. But you can just continue to work with this pattern if you want. So once it's traced, go ahead and add in all your information. So finally you need to trace out the facing onto a separate piece of paper so that you have a completely different pattern. So once that's done, mark in all your information, and then to finish it off we're going to add a 0.5 centimeters to the outer facing of the Rever, and this is just going to allow for the fabric to roll back slightly, and this will hide any seams on the front of the garment. So back on the front bodice pattern, we're going to shorten the dart by 2 centimeters just to tidy everything up. And that is everything finished. So there are your 2 patterns. You've got your front bodice with the Rever, and then you have the Rever facing. So yeah, all you need to do now is add your centimeter seam allowance and go ahead and get started on making your top. So I really hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please hit that like button as it really supports my channel. and don't forget to share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more pattern videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.